Hey, this is our cell city. Um, we are the Fighting Tigers. I'm Maya.
I'm Sammy.
I'm Whit.
And this is classified. And in the background, you can see the Parainfluenza virus, which is our virus, and we're researching how it infects the epithelial cell.
The first step that parainfluenza takes is the landing. It lands on the sialic acid receptors, and the virus's keys have to fit on the cell's locks, and the virus disguises itself as a protein, so the cell will let it in. The HN protein oversees this step of the landing. The fusion protein then helps fuse the viral envelope with the cell membrane. Then the nucleocapsid is released into the cytoplasm.
The first step of the multiplication of parainfluenza is making the mRNA, and that's the negative of the original group of proteins that make up the virus, and it's made in the nucleus, and after it's made, it is released and caught by two ribosomes, a big one and a little one, and the ribosomes then make the opposite of that, which is the same as the original strand of virus proteins, and the ribosomes keep making more and more of these, and they go to other cells and infect them.
So the last steps that parainfluenza takes is the budding, release, and spreading of parainfluenza. So to get out, parainfluenza has to cut/break a lock and it is like sialic acid containing receptor moieties they would keep the parainfluenza on the surface of the cell and not let it go and infect other cells. And when it starts budding, which is in the center towards the bottom of the screen, you can see it. That's a picture of it budding. When it starts to bud, then the outside gets laced with keys to other epithelial cells so that it can get in. So we have an analogy to our parainfluenza infecting epithelial cell. It's a criminal going into an office and making counterfeit money. And so here's our story. One summer night, a criminal goes up to an office. He breaks the lock and gets in. But this is no ordinary robber. This robber is controlled by money. These are pictures of the epithelial cell on the top being infected by parainfluenza, and on the bottom it is the robber entering the office.
So once the criminal's in the office, he goes to the safe and he takes some money out of it and copies it. He uses a double-sided copy machine and he cuts the fake money up, and swaps it with the real money. So fake money is now in the safe and the real money is with him. Then he walks out of the building. So these are the pictures of the criminal making the money. So on the left is the picture of the criminal taking the money out of the safe, and to the right, the criminal is making copies of the money. So those are the pictures.
Next, the police come to try to catch the criminal, except that they find that the criminal has escaped through the back door. The main headquarters of the office, which is the one that the robber went and counterfeited, is the one that lost its reputation. So they didn't get a lot of business and lost most of their customers. The criminal's reputation, however, was the exact opposite. It went way up after the counterfeiting, and he started a criminal organization with all the other criminals that wanted to work with him. Here on the left, you can see the criminal escaping the office, and here's a close-up of him. If you see him, please call the police so we can arrest him. Here are more pictures of our models.
So this is the cell, parts of the cell. That's our analogy in the middle, and on the right it's the function, and that's how we connected our analogy to our cell and virus.
This is our bibliography with all the sites that we use to give us resources and pictures. And in the background, you can see different kinds of parainfluenza.
There are 4 types of parainfluenza.
Thanks for watching and listening.
We're the Fighting Tigers. I'm Whit.
I'm Maya.
And I'm Sammy.